Hello everyone, welcome once again to iPEC Coaching Presents, the Coach of the Week. We're here this week with Barbara Schmitt from Anson Leadership Coaching, and that's ansonleadership.com?
Yes, it is.
Awesome, that's A-N-S-E-N, leadership.com. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your coaching niche, where you're located.
Okay, I'm in Long Valley, New Jersey, and I coach parents who have a clear vision of the kind of responsibility they want from their kids in order for them to be successful. And very often what they want and what they see are two different things,
right?
Not the same. So I coach them in order to share their wisdom about important things like relationships, choices that kids make, education, in a way that's more accepted by their kids on a regular basis.
And you find specifically a certain level of kids? I mean, is it mostly teens? Is it?
Oh, mostly teens and preteens.
Okay.
Or parents of teens and preteens.
Did you have some teens yourself?
Yes, I did. When I started coaching, in fact, they were a lot younger now. They're 19 and 21. Okay. So I did survive.
Right.
And they are at Rutgers now.
Awesome.
So I'm very proud of them.
I was going to say.
But it was a tough time going through the teen years, and that's one of the things that brought me to coaching, is that I wanted a better relationship with my kids. My family is one of the most important things in my life, and coaching has probably made us get closer than I ever thought we'd be.
What was the flash point that really just brought you into coaching?
Well, there was a point at which I felt very grateful for where I was. I felt very fortunate. I had a wonderful family, a wonderful husband, 2 beautiful children. I live in a nice house, and something was missing. I wasn't completely happy. And then I sometimes felt ungrateful for not being happy, but something was missing. Right. And at that point, the different things brought me to funnel me into coaching. I didn't really know what coaching was about. I was a Mary Kay consultant. I just happened to funnel my way into being a consultant, not meaning to. And I grew my business to have 8 consultants under me, and not meaning to really, but what I learned is that I loved working with the women, and I actually coached them to have a business that they would like to have, whether it would be for as a director or as a personal use consultant. And I loved doing that. And then I met a coach, a business coach, and I said, wow, you could do that. Right. And I realized that's what I did and what I enjoyed doing. It really, it fired me up. It made me feel complete. So
since you've kind of been on this journey, obviously, so you said something was missing. I would ask, what's the most rewarding part about being a coach? But it sounds like
working with the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've always been sucked into kind of finance positions, even though I went to school for communications. So the coaching does couple itself with the communications background, but I always was good with numbers, so I always kind of got gravitated towards the finance end. Right. And I'm good at numbers, but numbers don't thrill me.
Aren't that exciting sometimes?
They don't thrill me. They're a little tedious for me, but I love people. Yeah. And so I love working with people. I love making a difference in their life. I like bringing them things that they never had before, having them look at things a different way in order to make their lives better and get that aha moment.
Totally. And that is part of coaching, I guess.
It is part of coaching.
I love it. So, now that you've kind of been running the gamut, you're developing your own business now. It sounds like you've had a lot of internal growth. What kind of advice would you give to someone out there who's looking to start their own business, or maybe just graduated from iPEC, just getting their own business started?
Well, one of the things that I struggled with was my niche, actually, because I kept going back to parent coaching and relationship coaching, and at the time I pushed it away. I rejected it because I figured, gee, I'm struggling with my teens, and I didn't think that I was such a great parent, and they're dear to my heart. So, I mean, I cry at Kodak commercials, so whenever I talk about my kids, it's like I well up. I figured I'll be crying with my clients, and what I found was through coaching, I wound up coaching people through their family relationships and through their struggles with their kids,
Sure.
and I did it well, and and I didn't cry. And they were very grateful about it. And the thing that, and so I kept changing what I did, the niche, and so it's okay to change your niche. And the biggest validation I got was when I was talking to my son in the car one time, and I was telling him about my struggle in how to coach, what kind of coach I should be, and that I wanted to be a parent coach, but I was saying to him how I didn't always do it right, and I made these mistakes and that mistakes, and I was frustrated a lot of the times, and I yelled, gee. And one of the things he said to me, he says, yeah, Mom, you did all that. He says, and you maybe didn't get it right all the time. He says, but who better to have them work with than somebody who's been there and cares.
Right.
And I cried.
Right, of course.
But that, and so that validated where I was where I needed to be.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, as you were saying, as you kind of have been there, and and having that niche and deciding what it is, even if you have made mistakes or not perfect at what you're coaching,
mm-hmm.
A lot of the time it's about the process.
It definitely is. And one of the things that connects me with my clients and the people that I'm speaking with the most is that they appreciate that I'm authentic.
Absolutely.
I come there and I say, listen, I did this wrong.
Right.
and I fixed it, and I worked through it. And they appreciate my authenticity because they say so many people try to be perfect, and
Right.
and that's where I connect with them the most, is that I'm real. And I try to be real. It's not easy being a parent. It just isn't.
As soon as you think you got it figured out, they got a year older, right? And they change.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they do. And so that's the thing. It is challenging, but it is so rewarding. And I enjoy using humor with people. That's a big part of it, because you gotta laugh at kids. You just
Sure.
gotta. You just gotta.
If you could leave, one message for everybody out there, kind of a motto or just a message. It doesn't have to be about coaching. It can be about anything at all. What would it be?
Well, find humor in yourself. Be able to laugh at yourself. That's one thing that I learned to do, is not take myself so seriously. I was always very serious, trying to be perfect, and one of the things I learned is that the great is the enemy of the good. Sometimes we try to be so perfect and get nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Barbara, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.